Señores y señoras, la película Pan's Labyrinth estaba un puta madre porque cuando yo estaba un niño me asustó mucho porque cosas así. Pan's Labyrinth is a 2006 dark fantasy film directed by Guillermo del Toro, who I'm a big fan of. This movie was basically inspired by childhood notes he would write.
It's a fairy tale for grown-ups. Is the way. Right. That's why I think it is a good way to describe it. You know?
When he was a kid, that he would tell himself when he became a big film director, he wanted to make a story about these lucid dreams he had as a child, and he would always write down these notes of like creepy fauns and creepy fairies and like just these adventures of this little girl would go on.
Lo que quería Guillermo era un fauno medio árbol, ¿no? Como si estuviera mimetizando con el bosque, ¿no? Que estuviera metido en un árbol o algo así, y entonces es un concepto un poco extraño.
We wanted the faun to look like he was made out of the woods. He was made out of materials you would find there. He was made out of moss, bark, a tree trunk, and it was very elegant and at the same time made of coarse textures. It was about taking the characters that are prototypical in a fairy tale, like the giant frog, the fairies, and the ogre, which is the pale man, and giving it a spin, making them look not like every other ogre or like every other fairy.
Guillermo es el director con quien más tienes que batallar a la hora de trabajar, ¿no? Porque con la gran mayoría de directores es, bueno, pues le enseñas un diseño y ¡ah, bien, bravo!
Sí, ya más
Guillermo
o menos
no,
le gusta.
para nada. Guillermo es como, no, coge al cabrón de Sandoval y que me haga algo más. Y venga, y dale, y transformar, y transformar, y transformar. Y al final, casi siempre, Guillermo tiene esa manera de de mezclar cosas, ¿no? De coger el puchero y decir, esto de aquí, esto de allá, esto de aquí, esto de allá, y este es el personaje.
Ivana, crouch a little more.
Habéis evitado la prueba.
No. Mi madre está enferma.
No es excusa para la negligencia.
Él es Doug Jones.
Hola.
Que hace del fauno y del hombre pálido.
I've been acting for 19 years now, almost 20 years now. And over half of my jobs have been under some kind of rubber suit, latex, silicone.
And, you know, when he finally made it, he had the opportunity and the resources to make this movie come true. Boy, this is a movie. Now, if you don't know Guillermo del Toro, he is known to make these dark fantasies. He was a director of Blade 2, he directed Hellboy 1 and 2, and I haven't seen this movie yet, but he did direct this movie called Shape of Water, which I heard was amazing and won many awards in the Academy. I'm gonna check it out. You should check it out too. Guillermo del Toro, this is his 6th film, Pan's Labyrinth. It's an amazing movie. The basic synopsis is this. There's this little girl called Ofelia.
Mi nombre es Ofelia. ¿Quién eres tú?
Who is living in World War II Spain, so 1944. Now, by the way, I'm gonna go back and forth, but this movie is a whole complete Spain production. I believe it was filmed and produced in Spain on location, so this whole movie is in Spanish. You may be saying, I gotta read subtitles. It's worth it, trust me.
Él es Doug Jones.
Hola.
Que hace del fauno y del hombre pálido.
I've been acting for 19 years now, almost 20 years now. And over half of my jobs have been under some kind of rubber suit, latex, silicone, glue, zippers, snaps, buckles, something.
Read them subtitles. This movie's in Spanish. It's an amazing film. Ofelia, she's like 12 years old. She lives in like some military compound because her stepdad is Captain Vidal, who is this high-ranking Spanish captain, and his wife is Ofelia's mom.
Saluda al capitán.
Ofelia. Es la otra mano, Ofelia.
Named Carmen, and she's pregnant with Vidal's son, which is going to be Ofelia's little stepbrother. And it's just nobody really talks to Ofelia. She feels isolated. She feels her stepdad hates her, and so when they get to this compound, because they had to escape their previous location for like security reasons, Ofelia comes in contact with this creepy faun at night, and she doesn't know if she's dreaming or not. So she goes into the woods and she follows this faun. I know you'd be saying like, oh shit, there's some creepy shit going on. There is creepy shit. She ends up finding this like fantasy place, and immediately you're like, whoa, is this real life? Or is Ofelia dreaming? Like, what's going on? And then you come to find out that there's more drama going on in the morning. Ophelia's spending times because she's getting visited by these like weird fairies, and then she's going on adventures. Get these items, and you're just watching and you're actually interested, because then it goes back to where her mother Carmen gets sick, and then the faun tells her that she needs to do these certain tasks to help her mother live. And then it gets sadder and sadder, and this is a very violent movie. Very like it's not violent like Hills Have Eyes violent, but it's violent like just like whoa. You watch this and you're like, all right, like this is just Guillermo del Toro's like it's his niche. It's his like trademark of what goes on. Yeah, the hands for eyes. Did some research. Apparently that's like a Japanese monster that Guillermo del Toro was inspired by. But it looked amazing. And another thing I love about this movie too, I think like 90% of it is like I think 90% of this movie is animatronics and just practical effects.
Directing a piece of animation starts in the set. I grab the little puppet that we use for referencing the fairy, and I show more or less the area in which it's going to be moving.
And they use 10% for CGI, like, of course, like for fairies and stuff. This film was well directed, well acted. Everybody in this movie is top tier actors. Well cinematography. Dude, this movie has like this crazy blue tint to it that just hits your eyes good, man.
And the Oscar goes to Guillermo Navarro for Pan.
This is a great honor. This award is a recognition for the collective effort to support the vision of the genius of Guillermo del Toro.
I can't say anything more about Pan's Labyrinth. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Pan's Labyrinth is the perfect movie for me. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, man. Pan's Labyrinth is a 10 out of 10 for me. I remember I saw this movie as a kid. I think it was like a year or two after it came out on like Telemundo. My mom just had like Telemundo on like the background. And I saw this movie and I was like, yo, bro. Like, it just was weird. I didn't understand it. And I was like, all right, I'm game. I'm game, man. It's cool. This is a very amazing movie. I can't talk highly about it. Go watch it for yourself. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Peace.